Nearly half of people who use AI tools regularly now describe themselves as experiencing AI fatigue. Not dissatisfaction with the technology, not skepticism about whether it works. Fatigue. The specific exhaustion that comes from trying to keep up with something that is moving faster than any person can reasonably track. If that resonates, this video is going to explain exactly why it is happening, and more importantly, give you a way to think about it that actually reduces the noise rather than adding to it. Here is the machine producing the overwhelm because it helps to understand the structure before trying to opt out of it. 30 new AI tools launch on Product Hunt every single day. Every single one of them has a landing page, a launch post, a thread explaining why it changes everything, and a newsletter mention. If you follow AI content at all, YouTube channels, newsletters, LinkedIn accounts, and Twitter feeds, then your exposure to those launches is multiplied across every creator and commentator who covered the same tool. One developer counted 23 separate posts in a single day saying, "You need to try this AI tool," from accounts they already follow and had specifically chosen. That is not organic excitement about a technology. That is an attention economy extracting engagement from the fear of falling behind. The phrase that drives most of this is FOMO, the fear of missing out. And the AI content ecosystem has become extremely good at manufacturing it. This changes everything. I cannot believe more people are not talking about this. The creators who figure this out early are going to be miles ahead. Every one of those phrases is designed to create urgency around adoption. None of them are telling you which tools will still exist in 12 months. That last part is the thing nobody talks about clearly. The failure rate for AI startups is 90%. Most of the tools being launched today, covered breathlessly this week, and added to someone's recommended list right now, will not exist in a year. The switching costs of building a workflow around something that gets acqui-hired, pivoted, or simply shut down are real. Time spent learning the interface. Workflows rebuilt around its specific quirks. Data locked in formats that do not export cleanly. The FOMO treadmill is not free. It has a cost, and that cost is paid in the time and cognitive energy you spend evaluating, testing, and abandoning tools that were never going to last. Here is what the overwhelm is actually doing to your productivity. Every new tool you evaluate requires a decision. Is this worth my time to try? Every tool you try requires a context switch, a new interface, a new mental model, a new set of rules for what it does and does not do well. Every tool you adopt adds maintenance overhead. Another login, another usage cap to track, another update to learn, another pricing change to notice. The cumulative cost of chasing the new thing is invisible in the moment and significant over time. The developers and creators who are actually most productive with AI right now are not the ones using the most tools. They are the ones who picked 2 or 3 tools, learned them properly, and stopped looking for the next thing. None of this means you should ignore new AI developments entirely. Some launches genuinely matter. Models improve in ways that change what is possible. Category-defining tools emerge occasionally that are worth the adoption cost. The skill is not avoidance. The skill is filtering. Here is the 3-filter framework that cuts through most of the noise. Filter 1. Does this tool do something my current stack cannot do at all? Not better, not faster, not in a slightly more convenient interface. Genuinely cannot do. If the answer is no, you already have what you need for that job. Filter 2. Has this tool been around long enough to show it will survive? A tool that launched this week with massive hype has not proven anything yet. A tool that launched 18 months ago still has an active user base, and as continued shipping meaningful updates has shown it can sustain itself. That track record matters more than the launch excitement. Filter 3. Do people whose work actually resembles mine use this regularly? Not influencers, not tech enthusiasts. People doing the specific type of work you do at roughly the same scale, getting results from this tool consistently. If you cannot find 3 of those people, the evidence is thinner than the coverage suggests. Apply those 3 filters before you evaluate anything new and the number of tools worth your time drops dramatically. Most launches fail, filter 1 immediately. Most of what passes filter 1 fails filter 2. What passes all three is a much smaller, much more useful list than the one the algorithm is trying to serve you. The most productive AI users right now have a very specific behavior pattern. They use a small number of tools heavily. They follow a small number of sources selectively, not for tool discovery, but for understanding what is changing in the underlying technology and why. And they check in on the tool landscape periodically rather than continuously, weekly or monthly, not hourly. That deliberate distance from the noise is not ignorance. It is a productivity decision. The honest takeaway is this: the overwhelm you feel is not a sign that you are behind. It is a sign that the system producing the noise is working exactly as designed. The goal of most AI content, including YouTube channels, newsletters, and social accounts, is attention, not your clarity. This channel tries to do something different, cut through the noise rather than add to it. Whether that is useful to you is something you can judge from the videos themselves. If that framing is what you are looking for, subscribe and I will keep doing this. See you in the next one.